It works perfectly for day baseball. It's absolutely ideal because when the sun sets, or as it begins to set, and those rays come straight across the top of the upper deck, it kills lights. But this board looks better. You know, it's actually a remarkable thing in the city of Chicago. I wonder if there's any other piece of mechanical equipment that's been out in the rain and the snow and the sunshine and still works after almost 50 years.
This is the way we make up the board. That's the way it's made up now for today. American League on this side, National League on this side. These are all night games up to the Cubs.
Right.
St. Louis.
Art upstairs.
Upstairs, he runs the ticker tape. He takes care of the top half of the National League and the top half of the American League.
I get all the scores from Transluxe ticker here, and when they come over, I just read them right off of here, mark them down. If they're upstairs, I take care of them. If they're downstairs, I just yell them down to Sam or Roger. I've got it pretty easy today. All I've got is they get the line score downstairs for the Cub game. I actually don't have nothing upstairs. This place here is run around on Saturday and Sunday because Sunday I'll have 11 games to take care of. 8 games up here, and I give them the scores for 3 games.
This board does something that most boards today don't do. It has a continuing record of the ball games that are being played. Most of them flash on and the Sox are winning 3-0. Then you don't see that again for another 8 innings. But this board, you can follow the course of all the other games in the major leagues. Funny thing about this board, I was with the Cubs and in charge of construction, and we were looking for a board that would work. And the fellow came up next to me. I was sitting in the grandstand, and he said, "Hey," he said, "I got a new unit. I got a whole new idea." And I said, "Will it work?" He said, "I think so." He says, he stopped talking about solenoids. I didn't understand what he's talking about.
What year is this?
1937. So I said, "Can you make a model?" That I figured I could understand. He said, "Sure." So he did, and I took it to Phil Wrigley, and Phil Wrigley was always intrigued with anything different. And this is the only one of its kind ever built. I was in charge of construction. I thought I ought to have some technical knowledge to help a little bit. So in the engineering course I took, I did the design, the structure, the cross bracing for that yard arm. And a tremendous storm hit Chicago one afternoon, and I was down at the Wrigley Building where the Cubs offices were in those days. And I began to worry about this thing that I designed, and if it went down, how many houses it would hit and how many people would be in the houses. And so I came out, got out the Wrigley Building down to Michigan Avenue, got a cab and came out here and climbed up in there in the windows, boy. And now I get up on the roof. There's a trap door up there. The thing is moving so I can't get back down. So I'm holding on for dear life to that lousy yard arm, the base of it, because I'm afraid to let loose for fear I'll blow over, and I can't get back into the trap door. And so I spent about 4 or 5 hours up there. And afterwards, and this thing would be going like this, creaking back and forth, and the whole board would be moving. And afterwards, I had Cliff Westcott, our engineer, check. And like all amateurs, I had braced it so that it would have withstood twice as much wind as the heaviest wind ever to hit Chicago. So the whole rest of the joint would have gone down, and there would have been the yard arm. So that taught me a lesson. I let the professionals handle things from then on. Oh, this is a wonderful ballpark. You know, it's really along with Fenway and Comiskey and Detroit, the last of the ballparks.